Hi there, Bethany. Come on in, come on in. This is your first time coming to our house, isn't it? We've only ever met for dinners and coffees outside, haven't we? Please do make yourself at home and don't be nervous, sweetheart. Thinking about all the things. We shouted, "What's for dinner today?" Upon opening the door when she came back from school, my mother-in-law, who is always nagging her to be quiet when she comes in, my husband, who follows in discreetly and greets me cheerfully, my father-in-law, who always seems stern but is actually very kind-hearted. Over time, I began to slot into their daily lives and they started to get used to having me around. I never thought there would come a time when I would get to be around people I see as my family.
There, I had already ordered and was sitting in the corner scrolling on my phone, waiting for the barista. Mom had asked me to bring her a mocha latte on my way home, you see.
The debt collectors will be onto her before they find us, and it will become her problem. Then she'll be able to sort out our little debt problem on our behalf once and for all. We can't try and dupe my husband's kids into doing this for us because they all hate his guts and don't trust him. It's so nice to be reminded that I have a daughter alive and well somewhere at times like this. Even if you throw a doll away in the trash, you can always drag it out again once you find a use for it. Don't you agree? Though, to be honest, I had actually almost forgotten that I ever even had a daughter. It's only this desperation that made me remember her.
Criminal records, gambling debts, constantly living on the run? This is crazy.
I haven't been able to get any work done because you've been calling me all day long. What's wrong with you? Bethany, how can you just ignore your mother's calls like that? Do you not want to see me? No, I don't want to see you at all. And seeing how bothersome you're being today with the constant phone calls, it's making me want to see you even less. So let's agree to never cross paths again, okay? Bethany, but how can you just so coldly abandon your own mother like that? Abandon you? I think you'll find that you're the one who abandoned me. Please don't even think about trying to get back the daughter you already threw away once. I'm your daughter, not a doll. I didn't need to be picked up from the trash. I was able to stand up on my own 2 feet and climb out of the trash myself. I don't have anything else to say to you. Goodbye. After that, my birth mom kept calling me, but I never once picked up. Even if I blocked her, she would just start calling again from a new number. Then one day, she just stopped. It seems that either the debt collectors or the police must have finally caught up with her. That's my guess, anyway. Even if that is the case, there's no guarantee that one day she won't come looking for me again. I just hope that she ends up in jail so that she can never come and find me ever again. I firmly decided to completely sever myself from any ideas about my birth parents, since I now have a family who loves and cherishes me, and sometimes blood isn't thicker than water. Rather than chasing delusions from the past, I want to live my life focusing on giving all my love and attention to my new family. I will forever be grateful for them for everything they have done for me, and all the love they have shown me. What happened that day with my birth mom became my little secret just shared between my sister-in-law and me. My mother-in-law and husband were curious about what had happened to the two of us that day, but my sister-in-law just said,
It's none of your business,
when they asked about it, and they eventually stopped pushing the matter. Although she did get a few smacks from my mother-in-law. My sister-in-law still maintains that I am her favorite person in the family. After entering her final year of high school, she decided that she wanted to go to an Ivy League college. So my husband and I thought that it would be best to move out and give her some space so that she could focus on her studies, especially as our daughter was born right at the beginning of her first semester. However, she physically lay herself down at our feet and yelled at my husband,
Don't you dare take my big sister and my niece away from me! If you want to step 1 foot out of this house, you'll have to go through me first.
I'll never forget that hilarious scene. When she gets depressed while studying, she relieves her stress by blowing raspberries on the baby's belly. Sometimes she gets so caught up in playing with the baby that she ends up getting scolded by her mom. Callie, although I love you very much, once you go to college, I can't be there to take responsibility for you anymore. Linda, happy birthday! I know it's not much, but I wanted to give you some spending money. Andrew and I thought it'd be best if you picked out something you really wanted, so we saved up for this together. I hope it helps you get something special. Well, thanks for that. Oh, and tonight, after Andrew gets off work, we're planning to go out to dinner. Does that work for you? Richard said he'd be wrapping up his meeting around the same time, so we thought it'd be a good chance for all of us to celebrate. That should be fine. Are you sure everything's okay? You seem a little off today. What makes you say that? It's just your expression. You don't seem too happy. And I thought, well, today's your birthday. I figured you'd be in a better mood. Oh, so now you're reading my face, too. You think I'm making a sour face on my birthday? Yeah. I mean, it's your special day, Linda. I didn't expect to see you looking so upset. And this money, who put it together? Like I said, Andrew and I saved for it together. Of course. What's wrong? I'm just saying. You're not exactly juggling kids, right? You don't have a family to take care of. You must have plenty of money to spare. I mean, if all you're giving me for my birthday is this little amount, That's a bit disappointing, don't you think?
What do you mean, just this? Andrew and I each put in $500, so that's $1,000 total. We thought that'd be enough for a nice birthday gift. Andrew even agreed it was a good amount.
Rebecca, times have changed. You know, if you don't have kids to spend on, then it's only right you invest more in your in-laws. It's the least you can do to make up for the fact that we're not getting any grandkids. You think $1,000 is going to make up for that? I couldn't even buy a decent designer bag with this.
Well, if there's a specific bag you want, just let me know. Andrew and I can talk about it and figure something out. We just wanted you to pick something you liked.
Forget it. I don't want to be humored like this. What's the point of you giving me anything if I have to ask for it? Besides, why would I want to take money from a daughter-in-law who's not exactly bringing much into the family? Poor Andrew. I raised him too soft. He didn't even notice when he married into a family that couldn't contribute much.
Linda, that's a pretty harsh thing to say. I didn't marry Andrew for what I could bring in financially, and neither did he. We're both equals in this relationship, and I don't appreciate you acting like you're somehow above me.
Excuse me? Are you trying to say my family isn't good enough for you? How dare you talk to me like that on my birthday of all days?
That's not it at all. I'm just saying that if I didn't care about you and this family, I wouldn't have taken a day off work and driven 2 hours just to make sure we celebrated your birthday together.
Yeah. Who knows what's really going on inside that head of yours? You can go now. The more you talk, the less I feel like having dinner with you all later.
You know, Linda's been making these little digs about my family since last year. She seems to think you married beneath you or something.
Really? What exactly has she been saying?
She keeps acting like you're struggling because of me. Like my family is some huge burden on you. It's honestly exhausting.
Come on, you know how my mom is. She's just talking.
You don't understand, Andrew. Last time she actually said that her friend's son got an apartment and a business handed to him from his in-laws. And she went on about how there aren't many families like mine that don't give anything to their son-in-law. Then she mentioned another friend's son who didn't get anything and actually confronted his in-laws about it.
Wait, what? Confronted them? Over what? Not getting a handout? That's crazy. There's no way that's true. Mom must have made that up.
I don't know if it's true or not. But either way, that's what she's been saying. And then she added that my family should be thanking you for being their son-in-law. Can you believe that?
That's such a ridiculous thing to say. Did you really believe her? I mean, it sounds like something straight out of a bad TV drama.
It doesn't matter if it's true or not. What hurts is that she looks down on my family and thinks we're not good enough. That's what really bothers me.
Look, I know my mom says some outlandish things sometimes. She's been negative about everything for as long as I can remember. You can't take her seriously. You know that, right? I've never once thought of your family as less than. Never.
It's okay, Andrew. You don't have to sugarcoat it for me. We've been together for 7 years now. I can handle the truth.
I'm not sugarcoating anything. I'm serious. I have never, not once, thought you or your family were anything less than amazing. I didn't marry you for some grand inheritance or your family's money. I married you because I love you. I couldn't care less about your background. Did you care about mine when we got married?
Of course not.
Exactly. That's all that matters. My mom's thoughts, they mean nothing in the grand scheme of things.
Well, I think your mom is feeling a bit entitled. She complained that the $1,000 we gave her for her birthday was too little. She even said that since we're not raising kids, we should have more money to give her.
Are you serious? What's gotten into her? I mean, who does she think we are? Some kind of high-earning executives? Even if we were, that's not how it works. $1,000 is more than enough for a birthday gift, even for someone rolling in money. My mom. I swear, she's losing it.
She's making me feel guilty about it. But honestly, it's frustrating. I don't want this to come between us, but it's hard to ignore.
Don't let her get to you. I'll handle it. Trust me.
Hey, Dad! Wow, it's been a while. What's going on? Is everything okay? You don't usually call out of the blue like this.
It's been almost 6 months since we last saw each other, hasn't it? Feels like forever. I'm missing my daughter. How are things? You holding up all right? I feel like I've been a little out of the loop with you.
Yeah, it has been a while, hasn't it? Time really flies when you're busy. I've been doing all right, though. Just keeping busy with work. And Andrew and I have been trying to travel when we can. Taking little trips here and there to unwind. How about you and Mom? How's the restaurant? I've been so caught up in everything that I haven't checked in nearly as much as I should have. I feel bad about that.
We've been managing, but I'm actually calling because things are going to change. We might have to close the restaurant for a bit.
What? Close the restaurant? Why? Did something happen? Are you and Mom okay?
Well, it's your mom. She's not been feeling great lately, and it turns out she needs surgery.
Surgery? What kind of surgery? Oh my god, Dad, is it serious? Why didn't you tell me sooner?
They found a tumor in her uterus. It's about 3 inches, and while it's not cancerous, it's been causing her a lot of pain. She's been complaining about stomach aches on and off for a while now, but she thought it was nothing. The doctors say they need to remove it because it's causing discomfort.
Oh my god, Dad. That's so scary. I need to come down there. When's the surgery scheduled? I'll clear my calendar and be there.
It's this week. But listen, while I've been thinking about your mom and her health, I've also been doing a lot of reflecting. I'm considering selling the restaurant. I'm thinking maybe I could help you and Andrew out with some of the money for his business.
Wait, what? Selling the restaurant? You can't be serious, Dad. That place is your livelihood. You've worked so hard for it, and you and Mom started it from scratch. It's supposed to be your retirement plan. You're just going to give that up?
That's exactly it, Rebecca. Your mom's health is more important than running the restaurant. It's made me realize that I don't want to spend whatever time we have left working ourselves to death. We've worked too hard, and now that we're getting older, I don't want to spend the rest of my life in that kitchen. Maybe it's just old age creeping in, but I want to enjoy what time we have left. I want to travel with your mom, see the world. We never even really got to enjoy our honeymoon because you were on the way so soon after we got married.
I understand where you're coming from, Dad. I really do. But selling the restaurant and giving the money to us? That's a huge decision. You and Mom should be using that money for yourselves. You've earned it.
Don't worry, kiddo. It's not like I'm asking you to take on any of our burdens. I'm doing this because I want to.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me you've got some secret stash of money somewhere that you haven't told me about? Since when do you have extra money?
Of course, we've been putting some aside. You think we'd be doing this without a backup plan?
Are you serious right now? How much money are we even talking about, Dad?
Before your grandpa passed away, he left us a piece of land that we didn't think much of at the time. But last year, we found out it's going to be part of a redevelopment project, and we got a pretty good payout from it. If we sell the restaurant on top of that, we're looking at about $4 million.
$4 million? Dad, you can't be serious. I had no idea you guys had that kind of money.
It's true. We never saw the need to flaunt it. You know me, I've never been one to show off. But with your mom's health and everything, we don't need that much money just sitting around. I was thinking maybe we could help you and Andrew with his business. I heard things have been a bit tough for him lately.
Wait, who told you that?
Andrew and I had a good chat over the phone when he called to wish us a Merry Christmas.
We had a little heart-to-heart about business, as men do.
Oh, right. Yeah, that was when business was slow. It was a rough month, but things have improved since then.
Still, business is unpredictable. You never know when things could take a downturn again. That's why I want to help. I'd like to give you two about $3 million to make things a little easier. You could invest it in the business, maybe even expand.
$3 million? Dad, that's way too much. We're fine. Andrew and I are getting by just fine. You and Mom should use that money for yourselves. You've worked your whole lives for this. You deserve to enjoy it, to travel, to take care of yourselves. We'll manage.
I know you can manage, but I can't help but feel a little guilty. I know how hard it's been for you with, well, not being able to have kids. I worry that Andrew's family might give you a hard time about it, and I don't want you to feel like you've got nothing to show for yourselves. Plus, we've never really done anything for Andrew, and I feel bad about that, too.
Dad, stop. You're overthinking it. Andrew doesn't expect anything from you, and his parents are fine with how things are. They're not pressuring us for grandkids, and we're happy with our lives. Please just focus on you and Mom. That money should go toward your future, not ours.
Just talk it over with Andrew. He might feel differently. I just want to make sure you're both set up for success. Business can be unpredictable, and having a financial cushion can make all the difference. I'd hate for you two to struggle when I could help.
I get what you're saying, but...
All right, sweetie. Just think about it and let me know. Love you.
Okay, Dad. Love you too.
Hey, honey.
Yeah, what's up?
So, is it true Peter's sitting on a small fortune?
What?
I wasn't trying to eavesdrop, but I couldn't help but overhear some of your conversation when I came in after work. I wasn't expecting to hear anything like that.
Wait, you heard that? Yeah, apparently my dad's been sitting on more money than I ever knew about. It's crazy. I had no idea he had so much.
Honestly, I'm impressed. It takes a lot of restraint to keep that kind of wealth a secret. Not many people could pull that off without at least dropping a few hints. Peter's a pretty humble guy.
Yeah, it's wild. I bet if Mom hadn't gotten sick, he never would have mentioned it.
No kidding. Speaking of Martha, is she going to be okay? I heard something about surgery. How serious is it?
Yeah, she's got a tumor, but thankfully it's not cancerous. It's just causing her a lot of pain, so they have to remove it. It's a big deal, but it's not life-threatening, thank God.
That's such a relief. We should definitely go see her. It's been too long, and honestly, I miss Martha. She's always so great to be around.
You're always so smooth.
But seriously, though, what's this about Peter offering us $3 million? That's a lot of money to just throw out there.
Yeah, he said he wants to help you grow your business, maybe even expand. But I told him no. It's too much. They should be using that money for themselves, for their retirement, and for Mom's medical bills. We can't just take it.
Even so, $3 million is, well, a lot. I mean, if they don't really need it, we could take some of it and still leave them more than enough for their retirement. It would definitely help us out.
Wait, are you seriously considering this? I thought you said your business was already more than enough for you to handle. You've been saying it's been tough managing with just one employee.
That's only because we're tight on cash. But if we had that kind of financial boost, I could hire more staff, expand, and actually relax a bit. It wouldn't be so stressful all the time.
Since when do you want to expand? I thought you were happy with the way things are.
I am, but that's because I don't have any other choice right now. Let's be honest, though. If we had that kind of money, we wouldn't be living paycheck to paycheck or worrying about every little expense.
Andrew, where is this coming from? I've already told my dad we're not taking the money. I don't want them to feel like they have to give up their hard-earned savings just to help us. It's their money, and they deserve to enjoy it. Besides, we're doing fine. We don't need it that badly.
I'm not saying we should take it out of greed. It's hard to turn down that kind of help when it's being offered. But yeah, you're right. You made the right call. I just didn't want to dismiss Peter's generosity.
Oh, Andrew?
Yeah?
Let's not tell your parents about this. At least not yet.
About the money? Why?
Because I have a feeling if Linda finds out, she'll push for us to take it. She'd probably want us to use it immediately, and I don't want to deal with that kind of pressure. Especially with everything going on with my mom's health and my dad handling the restaurant. We need to take our time and figure things out on our own.
Yeah, you're right. Let's keep it between us for now. No need to stir up any drama.
Exactly. We've got time. And hey, if my dad insists, we can always revisit the conversation later.
Yeah, you're right. There's no need for me to rush things. Who knows? Maybe little by little, if I play my cards right, it'll all end up in my hands anyway.
Why haven't you been talking to me lately?
What do you mean?
You know exactly what I mean. Every time I try to sit down with you and have a proper conversation, it feels like you're avoiding me, making excuses to step away or changing the subject. It's like you're not interested in talking anymore.
Avoiding you? Don't be ridiculous. It's not like that. Honestly, it's just been a stressful few weeks. The economy's not doing great, and it's hitting the business hard. I didn't want to unload all my frustrations on you and start an argument, so I've been keeping my distance. Sales have been cut in half since 3 months ago, and they're just not picking up. Every month I keep hoping for a breakthrough, but nothing's working.
So you're in the red again?
It looks like it. The store's small, and because of that, it doesn't get the foot traffic the bigger places do. And don't get me started on the delivery fees. Those companies are taking a huge cut of my profits. Not to mention rent, which is going up again after the new year. It's a mess, and I honestly don't know how much longer I can hold on at this rate.
Running your own business always comes with that kind of risk. I've heard it's tough for everyone right now, though. You're not the only one struggling.
I know. But it's not just that. I'm barely scraping by with labor costs. If it gets any worse, I'm going to have to start working the shop alone. Doing everything. Running the front, cooking, and even handling the deliveries myself. I don't know how much longer I can keep going like this. It's exhausting.
If I weren't working full-time, I'd be helping you more. You know that. But what if you adjust the store hours? Maybe you could open a little later in the day, and I can come after work to help you out with things. That way, you won't feel so overwhelmed.
And end up wearing you out? That's not the answer. You already work hard enough as it is. If you try to juggle both your job and the business, you'll burn out, and then we'll be worse off. I'm just wishing we had some extra cash to fall back on. Maybe if money fell out of the sky, I wouldn't be stuck playing the lottery every week just to get by. But it's always the same. No luck. Not a single win.
Look, don't let it stress you out too much. You remember last year when you were in a tough spot, and out of nowhere sales picked up again? It could happen this year too. You never know when things might turn around.
Rebecca, maybe it's time we talk to your dad. You know, about that offer.
What offer?
You know, the $3 million.
Why are we bringing this up again? We already decided we weren't going to take that money. It was a conversation we closed, wasn't it?
Don't shut it down so quickly. What's the harm in accepting some of it? Maybe not the full $3 million, but even $2 million or $1 million could change everything. Isn't that worth considering?
Are things really that bad? You didn't tell me the business was in such a tight spot.
Yeah, I've been holding it in. I didn't want to worry you, but the truth is, I've been bleeding money for a while. It's getting harder to stay afloat, and every month feels like a gamble. I didn't want to admit it, but I'm in the red, and I've even lost my appetite from the stress.
Okay, I'll talk to my dad again. but I don't want to ask for the full amount. Just enough to keep the business going. How much do you think we need? 100K? 200K?
200K would be great. I don't want to ask for too much, but that amount would at least help me stabilize things.
All right, I'll ask him.
You really mean it? Thank you so much. I can't tell you how much this means to me, Rebecca. Now it begins. If I can get 100K or 200K this time, who knows? Little by little, I could end up with 1, maybe even the full 3 million eventually.
So, are you trying to keep my son on a short leash lately?
I'm sorry? What do you mean by that?
Oh, come on. Don't play dumb with me. If it's not you pulling the strings, then why is Peter calling him so much lately? Why is Andrew always jumping to answer his phone whenever he calls?
There's a reason for that. We've got some family things going on right now, and my mom's been in touch more than usual.
Yeah, I heard Martha had surgery. So, what? Now he thinks he can boss my son around just because he's his son-in-law. I didn't raise Andrew to be at someone else's beck and call.
Linda, no one's bossing Andrew around. My parents aren't like that. They respect Andrew just as much as you do. You don't need to worry.
That's easy for you to say. But if that's not the case, why does Andrew seem so tied up with Peter's phone calls? Yesterday, Andrew was talking to me, and the moment Peter called, he dropped everything to answer. It's like he can't ignore him.
I'll explain everything later. Right now, things are a bit up in the air, and I don't want to say anything until I'm sure. But trust me, no one is taking advantage of Andrew, so please don't worry.
How can I not worry? You haven't exactly given me any reason to trust you when it comes to Andrew. You think I don't see what's going on? You've never shown me anything that would make me believe you've got his best interests at heart.
That's not fair, Linda. I've done nothing but try to be a good daughter-in-law. Do you not remember when you and Richard moved into that fancy high-rise condo? The one you live in now? That was the one Andrew and I were supposed to live in when we got married. I gave it up so you wouldn't have to live in that cramped old place. I wanted you both to be comfortable.
And what of it? You think I owe you some kind of gratitude for letting me live in my own condo? That place was bought with my money, wasn't it? I'm living there because I paid for it, not because you were generous.
Linda, let's be real. I've been more than generous. Every holiday, I've taken care of the family gatherings, paid for most of the things we've needed around the house, all out of my own pocket. Andrew's business hasn't exactly been booming, so I've been picking up the slack. I'm just trying to help out.
So what? I didn't ask you to do any of that, did I? You're just doing what any decent wife should do for her husband and his family. Why should I thank you for something that's expected?
I'm not asking for thanks. I'm just saying I've never lied to you or done anything to betray your trust. All I'm asking is that you give me the benefit of the doubt.
The benefit of the doubt? Please. You're not fooling anyone. You're married to my son, but somehow his financial situation keeps getting worse. And what are you doing? Spending money left and right on things that don't matter. Is that your idea of being a supportive wife? No wonder Andrew's been looking so worn out these days. He's barely holding it together. And you're not helping.
I'm not helping. I've done everything I can to support Andrew. Do you think my dad gave me that car for my use? No, I gave it to Andrew. I make sure I look after myself too, so Andrew doesn't have to worry about me. From head to toe, I keep myself in good shape for him. I work hard, take care of myself, and make sure I'm always presentable.
And that's the bare minimum. Back in my day, that's what every wife did, and we didn't expect to be praised for it.
It's not as easy as it sounds, Linda. As we get older, it's harder to stay in shape, and you know that as well as anyone. You've gained some weight yourself, haven't you? I'm doing everything I can to make sure I don't let myself go. Even without kids, I don't want to look like an old housewife. I'm working hard to stay fit, and that takes a lot of effort. Is that what you call not supporting Andrew?
Oh, you think you're so clever, don't you? Keeping Andrew under your thumb like that. Don't get cocky. If I hear one more time that your parents are pulling Andrew away to do their bidding, I'm going to come down on you hard. I won't stand for anyone treating my son like a lapdog. Not even your so-called respectable family. I don't care if they were billionaires. They don't get to push my son around.
Linda, you're crossing a line. My family isn't perfect, but they're not out to manipulate Andrew, and frankly, I find it disrespectful that you'd even suggest that. How would you feel if I said Andrew's family was useless and not worth my time? Would you like it if I said you look like you were worth nothing to me? Would that be okay with you?
What did you just say?
If what you're saying to me is hurtful, then you should understand that it's hurtful to others as well. You've lived long enough to know better than to talk like that, haven't you?
You've gotten too comfortable, haven't you? I let you get away with a lot, but you just crossed the line. Go ahead and tell your parents. If they so much as try to call Andrew again, I'm going to march right over there and make a scene like they've never seen before. What happened to your face? Why do you look like that?
Linda hit me.
What? No way. That can't be right. My mom wouldn't do that. There must be some misunderstanding.
Oh, there's no misunderstanding. She came over last night, knowing you'd be closing up late. She waited until I was alone, made sure I wouldn't have a chance to talk to you before confronting me. If you don't believe me, you can call her and ask.
I mean, why would she do something like that? What could have made her so angry that she'd actually hit you?
Do you really need me to explain this? She thinks my parents are using you. She said my mom's illness is just an excuse for my dad to train you like a dog, making you run around doing their bidding. She was furious about it.
Wait, what? Train me like a dog? That's absurd. Who even thinks like that? It's just Peter calling to check in, like any concerned parent would. I'm not being taken advantage of.
Well, I told her exactly that, and look where it got me. A slap across the face. She didn't believe a word of it and took it out on me instead.
Oh my God, Rebecca. I had no idea things were this bad. I'm so sorry. I should have been paying more attention. I'll talk to her, okay? I'll tell her she needs to apologize to you. She had no right to treat you like that. Mom, what the hell is going on? Why did you hit Rebecca? Why wouldn't I, Andrew? Who else is going to step in if not me? I'm your mother. It's my job to protect you when I see you getting dragged through the mud. Do you think any parent would just sit back and watch their child be treated like a servant? You've been running around like a dog, jumping at their every command, and that's not how I raised you. I couldn't just stand by. What are you talking about? No one's treating me like a servant, Mom. What you're thinking is completely off base. Rebecca's not controlling me, and neither are her parents. Why are you making this into such a big deal? Oh, please. You really expect me to believe that? You think I'm so clueless that I can't see what's going on? Don't try to fool me. You've been bending over backward for her family lately. And for what? To play nice? To win their favor? That's not the Andrew I know. Mom, you've got it all wrong. I'm not being pushed around. Do I look like the kind of person who just rolls over? I've been answering Peter's calls because there's money involved. Money? What kind of money? That family barely has a penny to their name. What could they possibly have to offer? You're wrong about that. Turns out, Peter has been keeping something under wraps. He's got a piece of land he never mentioned, and it's being redeveloped. Between that and selling his restaurant, he's sitting on a fortune. $4 million.
Can you believe that?
4 million? Are you serious? Not 400K, but 4 million. 6 zeros? That can't be real.
It's real, all right. And get this. He's planning to give us 3 million. That's why I've been staying in touch with him. I've been doing what I can to stay in his good graces so we can secure that money. I could use it to grow the business, invest in my future.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. That family, the one I thought was nothing but trouble, turns out to be sitting on a gold mine? If this is true, Andrew, you're not just married into a dead-end family. We're talking about serious money. You're not married into a bad deal. You're married into a lottery ticket.
Exactly. But what's going to happen if you keep lashing out like this? If Rebecca tells Peter what happened, how do you think he's going to react? You hitting his daughter? It's going to ruin everything.
Oh no, you're right. What have I done? If he finds out, he might change his mind. We could lose it all.
That's why you need to fix this, Mom. You need to apologize to Rebecca, and fast. Call her up first thing in the morning and make things right.
I'll do it, but I'm not sure she'll forgive me. I've said some pretty harsh things to her over the years. What if she doesn't want to hear it?
Don't worry about that. I'll smooth things over. If the money comes through, we'll make it all work out. Just apologize and let me handle the rest. If I can get my hands on that 3 million, I can trick Rebecca into thinking it's all going to the family when it'll end up in our accounts. $3 million. That's a game changer, Mom. It'll be like it's all ours soon enough.
But what about my pride, Andrew? I'm still your mother. Am I supposed to grovel now?
You can hold on to your pride if you want, but you'll be holding on to it in a small, cramped condo for the rest of your life. Is that what you want? We're talking about 3 million here, Mom. If you want to live in comfort, you're going to have to swallow your pride and do what needs to be done.
All right. You're right. 3 million is worth a little humility. I'll call her tomorrow and make it right.
Good. And remember, no matter what she says, no matter how much she provokes you, don't lose your temper. Just apologize and keep your cool. If we lose this, it's going to be because of you, and I'm not letting that happen.
It was the day I overheard Andrew conspiring with Linda, greedily scheming to get their hands on my family's wealth. If I hadn't gone outside to take out the trash at that exact moment, I never would have known what Andrew was really after. I would have handed over my father's money to help expand his business without a second thought. The realization hit me like a punch to the gut. And while I was furious beyond relief, I also knew that finding out this way was a blessing in disguise. I was determined to keep my family's fortunes safe and to never let them take advantage of me again. Hello, Linda. It's pretty early. What's going on? I haven't had a chance to speak with my parents yet, if that's what you're wondering.
Oh, right. I figured you hadn't passed along what I said yet.
No, not yet. I was going to call them soon. You don't need to rush me. I'll get it done.
No, that's not necessary.
Excuse me? What do you mean?
I've been thinking about things, and I may have gotten a little too worked up the other day. I'd like to talk to you again. Clear the air a bit.
What exactly do you want to talk about? I thought I understood your position loud and clear.
Well, that wasn't really my position. Just don't take what I said to heart. You should just let it go.
Let it go? After everything you said? You hit me, Linda, and told me I was being disrespectful and arrogant. Now you want me to just forget it? What's changed?
I talked to Andrew. I wanted to get his side of things before making assumptions. Turns out your parents aren't using him like I thought.
So, Andrew told you about the situation?
Yeah. He mentioned how it's not that Peter's making him do anything, but that he's actually been eager to help out. I didn't understand that at first. Andrew even said something about, what was it? $3 million? I couldn't believe it. Is that true? Is all of that your parents' money?
Yes, it's true. I only found out recently myself.
Good grief. And you didn't think to tell me about this earlier? You and Andrew have been sitting on that kind of news and keeping it to yourselves.
It's a lot of money, Linda. We didn't want to rush into telling people until we figured out what to do. There are tax issues to consider, investment possibilities, and we're still deciding whether cash or other assets would be best. If we'd said something too soon and it didn't work out, it would have been disappointing. We wanted to wait until everything was settled before saying anything.
But the plan is to give Andrew a big portion of that money, right? That's what I care about. I mean, let's be real here.
Yes, the plan is to give him a significant share of it. But Linda, I have to leave for work soon. Can you just get to the point?
All right, sorry, I didn't realize it was getting late. I just wanted to apologize for how I acted yesterday. I know I went overboard, and it wasn't fair to you. I hope you can forgive me for losing my temper like that.
If that's what this is about, then fine. You said you were just upset, so I'll let it go. But let me be honest. It's not easy to forget that you hit me. That's not something that goes away overnight.
I know, and I'm truly sorry. I'm not the kind of person who resorts to that, but I don't know what came over me. I thought Andrew was being taken advantage of, and I lost control. I let my emotions get the best of me.
I understand, but please don't let it happen again.
I won't. I promise. I'll never put my hands on you again.
Okay. If that's all you wanted to say, I've got it. I need to get going now.
Wait, Rebecca. I need to know. Are we good? Have you really forgiven me? I don't want this hanging over our heads.
Are you asking if I've accepted your apology?
Yes! I mean, look, I've said what I needed to, haven't I? If you don't tell me you've forgiven me, we'll just keep coming back to this, won't we? I've done the hard part, swallowed my pride to apologize, so you should be able to move on from this.
Are you apologizing because you feel bad? Or is this about the money?
What? Do you think I'm that shallow?
I'm sorry, but I can't shake the feeling that this apology isn't coming from a genuine place. It feels forced.
What? Do you want me to come to your office and kneel at your feet? Would that make it better? Should I grovel outside your work? I've apologized. Now it's time for you to let it go.
Linda, you're making me out to be the bad guy here. I don't feel like I've received a genuine apology, and I'm not going to accept something that feels fake. Do you really think you can just tell me to forgive you and I have to do it?
What's your problem? You've got no flexibility, do you? Every time something like this happens, I think about how much I want Andrew to leave you. Divorce has crossed my mind more than once.
What?
Do you really think I've never regretted having you as a daughter-in-law? You're not giving me any grandchildren. You're not bringing anything to the table financially. So why should I be happy about this?
Linda, you're pushing it.
What reason do I have to keep Andrew tied to someone who isn't contributing anything? He's still young enough to find someone else. Someone who can actually give him what he deserves. Someone better suited for him.
Linda, you're making a big mistake. I'm not the naive bride I was when I first married Andrew. I won't let you talk to me like this anymore.
I wish you were still that naive. At least back then you had some humility. Now you're just stubborn and defiant. And frankly, you're an embarrassment. I can't even tell people you're my daughter-in-law without feeling ashamed. You haven't given me grandchildren, and now you're just another mouth to feed. Where's the pride in that?
So you're saying you don't regret what you just said about divorce? Is that what you really want?
What? What are you trying to pull here?
I'm asking if you're serious about the divorce talk. I need to know if this is something you actually believe or if you're just throwing it around to hurt me. Because I'm not going to let you slap me, insult me, and talk about divorce without taking it seriously.
Oh, don't try to scare me with your threats. You think you have any real power here? You're just my son's wife. You don't have anything of your own. You're only acting like this because you suddenly have access to money, and you think that makes you untouchable. Newsflash! It doesn't. Do you really think your parents will be proud of you for standing up to me? Think again.
I understand your feelings perfectly, Linda. I'll talk to Andrew about the divorce, and we'll get back to you soon.
Wait, what? No, this isn't what I meant! Rebecca! What's this about divorce? I just talked to Mom, and she's going on about how you're planning to leave me. Where is this coming from? Did Mom say something else to you?
You really don't know?
Of course I don't. That's why I'm asking. What the hell is going on?
You're telling me you don't know. You're completely in the dark about why I might want a divorce.
Yes, I'm totally clueless here.
I find that hard to believe. Especially since you've been scheming with Linda behind my back to get your hands on my family's money.
What are you talking about? I haven't been scheming. Where is this coming from?
Oh, really? If I can get my hands on that $3 million, I can trick Rebecca into thinking it's all going to the family when it'll end up in our accounts. Does that ring a bell, Andrew? Care to explain that one?
Wait, how? How do you know about that? Did you overhear something? Do you have proof?
Proof? Are you kidding me? I heard it with my own ears. But let's be clear. I don't need to provide evidence when the money hasn't even left my family's hands yet. If I want, I can go straight to my dad and tell him not to give you a single penny. Problem solved. No need for proof.
Okay. Yes, I said that. But it's not what you think. You've got it all wrong. I only said that to keep my mom from interfering. I didn't mean it. I swear. You know how she is. She's always trying to control things, and I had to say something to keep her at bay.
Do you hear yourself right now? Whether you meant it or not, the fact that it even crossed your mind is disgusting. What kind of person even thinks like that? Were you really so desperate to get your hands on my family's money that you'd make a plan like that? Do you see how low you've stooped?
That's not what this is. Come on, Rebecca. We've been together for 7 years. You know me. This isn't some random impulsive thing. It's not like we're fresh out of our honeymoon phase, so why would I suddenly start thinking this way?
7 years, and I can't believe how blind I've been to your true nature. You really thought you could manipulate me, didn't you? If we had kids, I bet you'd be using them as leverage too. But guess what? We don't. And that makes it a hell of a lot easier for me to walk away.
Rebecca, please. You know this isn't real. I was just trying to get Mom off my back. That's all. You know how controlling she can be.
If it's not real, prove it to me.
How am I supposed to prove something like that? What do you want me to do? Could open my chest and show you my heart? You want me to rip out my soul to convince you?
That's a start. If you could do that, it'd be helpful.
What? Are you asking me to kill myself?
Why not? If that's what it takes to show me you're serious.
Come on, Rebecca. I'll do anything but that. Just tell me what you want and I'll make it right. I'm begging you here.
Fine. You want to prove you're serious? Let's start with this. Give back everything I've ever done for you and Linda. Every little thing I've given you, I want it back.
What do you mean by everything? Like the car, The stuff from the house?
Yes, Andrew. The car I gave you. The designer bag I bought for Linda's birthday. The ring I got your parents for their anniversary. All of it.
Okay. I'll talk to Mom about it. I'll get it back to you, I swear. Just give me a little time. I didn't mean for things to go this far.
Do that and maybe I'll believe you. Maybe I'll start to trust you again. But until I get back everything I've given you, don't expect anything from me.
You've got it. I'll get it all back. Give me a little time to sort it out and I'll bring everything to you.
What are you doing here, Linda? Why are you waiting outside my office?
Well, I had no choice. You haven't been returning my calls, so here I am.
And you wonder why I've been avoiding you.
Rebecca, listen. I know I messed up, but you know I have issues with controlling my temper. That's why I acted the way I did. It wasn't personal.
Oh, so now you're asking me to forgive you because you're claiming some kind of anger management problem? Is that what this is about?
What? No, that's not what I meant at all.
Are you going to get angry again? Are you going to hit me again? Because that's what's going to happen if I don't accept your so-called apology, right? This isn't an apology, Linda. It's manipulation and harassment. You think I should just take whatever you give me and be grateful for it? Why should I accept this?
No, that's not it at all. I really came here to make things right. I wanted to apologize. Properly this time. You've misunderstood me and Andrew. Look, he's even gone and brought back everything you gave us. Even things I'd forgotten about. Didn't you get the packages?
Yes, I received them.
Well, shouldn't you at least say thank you for that? Now that you've got everything back, can't you and Andrew just get on with your lives? A little fight like this isn't worth throwing away your marriage. You two have been through so much together. Don't you want to make it work?
Let me get this straight. You're telling me I should be thankful I got my own things back? Am I supposed to say thank you for returning what was mine in the first place?
That's not what I meant. But doesn't this show that we're making an effort? Can't you just forgive and forget? You two should be thinking about building a future together, not throwing everything away over a misunderstanding.
Linda, I'm not even sure what you're asking for anymore. You want me to forgive Andrew and act like nothing happened? This isn't just a misunderstanding. You both schemed behind my back. And you've made it clear that the only reason you're sorry now is because you're afraid of losing the money.
Rebecca, don't be like that. We're family. You're making this into something it doesn't need to be. We're all under a lot of stress. But now that there's money in the picture, we can relax a bit. We don't need to fight like this. Let's enjoy the good things we have. There's enough for everyone now. Thanks to you, I can finally live a comfortable life.
Maybe I'll be able to live more comfortably now. But I'm not sure about you and Andrew.
What are you talking about? You're still part of this family. We're all in this together, aren't we?
There was a time I thought that, but not anymore. We're not family anymore.
What? Are you really going to turn your back on us like this? You're going to throw us out after everything we've done for you. You haven't even given us grandchildren, and you're going to kick us out of your life like this.
That's right. You're finally seeing things clearly.
This is all because of Andrew, isn't it? He's the reason you're acting like this.
Do you really think this is just about Andrew? Honestly, if my family didn't have any money, would you still be groveling right now, trying to fix things? I doubt it. You've made that much clear. Every time we fought, you always reminded me that I was nothing without your son. You made it clear when you called me names like leech for living off my paycheck and helping Andrew with his struggling business. You've said enough.
Come on, Rebecca. I never meant it like that. You know how I get sometimes. I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings. I just didn't understand how difficult things were for you. I've been focused on Andrew, and I didn't think about what you were going through. I apologize for that.
I don't need your apology, Linda. If you couldn't see it before, I don't expect you to suddenly understand now. You've already shown me what you really think of me. You said I was controlling Andrew with money. Well, maybe it's time I actually start using money the way you've accused me of. Wouldn't that be fair?
Rebecca, please, don't do this. I'm standing here, in front of your office, apologizing to you. I've put my pride aside and come to you, as your mother-in-law, asking for forgiveness. Can't you just meet me halfway here?
I've never seen an apology that comes with such expectations. But here's the thing. I'm done bending over backward for you. I've let this go on for too long, and now I'm done. From now on, I'll be taking back everything I gave, and you can expect me to start acting the way you feared I would. I'm not playing nice anymore. You've lost that privilege.
Rebecca, what is this I hear? Divorce? You can't be serious. Tell me you didn't really mean it.
I meant exactly what I said. I'm sure you heard everything loud and clear from your mother.
But we had an agreement. You said if I showed you I was serious, if I proved myself, there wouldn't be a divorce. I did what you asked. What changed?
I was considering it for a moment. I really was. But then Linda showed up, handed everything back like it was some favor, and asked me why I hadn't thanked her yet. She actually said, "Thanks to you, I can finally live a comfortable life." Can you believe that?
Ugh, Mom! This isn't the time for that.
I specifically asked you not to involve your parents in this. But here we are. You couldn't help yourselves, could you? You and your family. Spinning dreams about how to take every last penny from my father. How many family meetings have you had where you've sat around fantasizing about the money? You've been living in a fantasy, Andrew. And I'm here to tell you it's over. That happiness you were so sure of? It's over.
Wait, no. You can't end things like this. Forget my parents. I don't need them in this. It's just you and me, Rebecca. We can still make this work. I'll cut ties with them if I have to.
Wow, that's low. You're really going to throw your own parents under the bus just to save yourself? And here I thought I'd already seen the worst of you.
No, it's not like that. Look, I'll make it up to them later. When the money's in my hands, I'll take care of them. Right now, it's about us.
You're so desperate. You can't even hear yourself. Do you realize what you just said? You're still counting on my father's money. You think you'll get the money, ditch your family for a while, and then use that same money to make it up to them later. Are you serious right now? How stupid do you think I am?
That's not what I meant. I swear. I wasn't thinking straight. I don't want to lose you.
That's enough. You look like you're falling apart. Go home, take a break. But let me make one thing clear. You're not getting a dime of that money. And the chances of you taking care of your parents with it? Even less likely. So stop living in your fantasy world and start walking down the path you've chosen. The hard one.
Damn it. 4 million. My 4 million. Ugh.
It's hard to believe that Andrew, who was once so loving and always on my side, would crumble so easily when money got involved. Thinking back to how excited he and Linda were, planning and scheming together, it's almost laughable. My father never even said he'd give us the full 4 million. He was thinking of leaving 3 million while keeping some for himself. But there they were, obsessed with the idea of getting their hands on all 4 million, like it was already theirs. Clearly, they weren't just after what was being offered. They had their eyes on everything my family had. If only they had been grateful for what was being given, instead of getting greedy. Now they've lost everything, and honestly, it serves them right. I can already picture them, blaming each other, crying about the $4 million they never got. It's so obvious that's how it'll end. If I had actually let them take the money, they would have bled me dry, manipulating and pushing until there was nothing left. But thankfully, I caught on just in time to put an end to it. What a relief. That's it for today's story. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. See you in the next video.